Hello and welcome to Zoom TV News, where once a week we give you the latest information and news around the world, how to move around in Thailand and beyond. What up, Zoom Tribe? And welcome to Zoom TV News, where I bring you the latest and greatest from Thailand and beyond. And I told y'all, Thailand just cut the visa-free stay from 60 days to 30 days. I knew it was going to happen, and if you notice, they doing it right before Songkran. We'll find out why. Sisters are now zooming to Thailand in record numbers. At one time, Jamaica was the hotspot for sisters, but now they have redirected their passports to Southeast Asia, particularly Thailand, and adapting better than a lot of the men, learning the language and having the right mental attitude to thrive here.
How is dating like for a black woman in Thailand? เธอสวยมากครับพูดเก่งขอให้มีแฟนเป็นหนุ่มไทยที่ดีและรวยนะครับ
I've been saying this for years, guys. If you come out here with the right mind state, respect the culture, and don't bring your matrix mentality all the way to the other side of the planet, anyone can flourish here. Shout out to them. Meanwhile, in another Asian country, Johnny Somali, still acting goofy in Seoul, Korea, even though he can't leave, faces decades in prisons over pookie/jackal behavior of the highest order. And he's standing on being a jackal out there.
Y'all want chaos? Let me be your conduit. Let me be your bastion of evil. And you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse.
This dude is burned. And the beat down. Tourists versus duke it out over an unpaid bill. A heated altercation in Phuket erupted when a tourist refused to pay a bill at the bar, leading to a dramatic street brawl with several. The incident was caught on video, sparking debates about nightlife etiquette. Shout out to the Tiger for breaking this report. Make sure you subscribe to the Tiger as well. And if you missed it, a Zoom TV exclusive. 13 signs divorce is on the way. And of course, the weather report in Thailand. You dig? Lega.
Thailand is cutting its visa-free stays down to 30 days. That's right, Thailand is set to reduce its visa-free stay period from 60 days to 30 days to prevent illegal business activities exploiting the exemption scheme, according to the Tourism and Sports Ministry. The Foreign Ministry has acknowledged the concerns, with details still being finalized before an official announcement. The extended 60-day stay, introduced in July 2024, raised concerns among tourism operators, as most visitors typically stay between 7 and 21 days. Authorities are cracking down on illicit businesses, with 40 tourism company licenses revoked in 2024, including 15 in Phuket. A joint task force is investigating illegal activities in major tourist areas.
I told you guys, Thailand can change the rules at the drop of a hat. The 60-day visa rule hasn't even been in effect a year yet, and now they're talking about chopping it back to 30. I just did a consultation yesterday about how quickly the rules can change. So tomorrow's news can be completely different from today's news. Shout out to all my consultations, by the way. What I do as a bonus, and I don't tell them, is I usually have Elle come in on the consultation and say hello. They really enjoy that pleasant surprise. And if you want to visit Thailand, come to Zoom Fest, or just find out the right information about visiting this wonderful place, book a consultation and let's chop it up. My consultations are rated 10 out of 10 from every single consultation I've ever done. I'm proud of that. Now, if you could do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that triple click of the like, subscribe, and notifications so you always know when I'm dropping another one of these heat rocks. All right, back to the visa situation.
From a legal point of view, I understand why the government would want to do this, but yeah, my heart goes out to a lot of people who just love the country and want to stay here longer, man. I mean, I think we've all been there. When you first came to Thailand, did you expect to stay here as long as you ended up staying?
Definitely not, that's for sure. I got locked down though. So.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you got locked down.
Yep, I got locked down too in 2020. Best lockdown ever. Moving on to the sisters. Guys, I gotta be honest. When it comes to adapting to the culture and learning the language, they do a way better job than we do. I know I got guys that like to brag and say, man, I've been coming out here since 2012. I've been coming out here since the Gulf War. But none of them speak the language. You got sisters coming out here for 6 months and they already able to say complete sentences. Check out this sister.
เธอสวยมากครับ พูดเก่งขอให้มีแฟนเป็นหนุ่มไทยที่ดีและรวยนะครับ
If my eyes was closed, I would swear up and down that was a Thai woman.
So this was one of the comments I got on one of my YouTube videos. So I never had a Thai boyfriend, but I would not say that it's impossible for a black woman to date a Thai guy. So the beauty standards in Thailand for girls is that you have to be light skinned, skinny, cute, and not too tall. Despite this, I actually had a few experiences where a Thai guy would approach me and show interest and ask me to get cafeด้วยกันไหม So I obviously can't speak for all Thai men on their dating preferences. If I was to approach a Thai guy in real life and he doesn't like me back, I would not assume it's because I'm black. I would just think I'm not his type, and that's okay. I will not stress over.
I'm not sure if she's American or where she's from, but she has the right attitude and her Thai is A1. Now, on to that fool Mr. Somali, who uses his American passport to taint travelers like you and me so we get the side eye when we whip out that U.S. passport at foreign immigration. There used to be a time when you pulled out your American passport, it was like a badge of honor, accepted in 94 countries around the world like an American Express Platinum card. Now, well, let's just say the Johnny Somali of the world are making our platinum cards look like EBT cards. Prior to COVID, most travelers with passports knew how to move around and blend in. Now it seems like they let anybody get a passport. This is why I always say there's a big difference between pre-pandemic travelers and post-pandemic travelers. Since some of my subscribers don't like when I say the word Pookie, and some of my subscribers or Star Trek fans don't like when I say Klingons, we have to come up with a universal title that everybody can agree on. I'm going to take a poll on my community tab and see what we can universally agree on that is the proper terminology for the low vibrational travelers. Make sure you weigh in on this because once we stamp the name, I'm not changing it again. Now, after watching this dude, it might help with your decision.
This disrespectful IRL streamer is in complete denial that he ruined his own life. I mean, it's so bad that he doesn't even understand the world of trouble he's actually in. Things have just got so bad for this guy that he is now promising to go back to harassing people in public while his trial is ongoing because he no longer cares, I guess.
If y'all want chaos, let me be your conduit. Let me be your bastion of the evil. If you want to see anarchy, if you're an anarchist and you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse, I will be your man.
As if you think he couldn't do anything dumber. Doing this during his ongoing criminal trial, he surprises us yet again. So obviously, we're talking about the IRL streamer Johnny Somali, who's recently been held in Korea for months after streaming himself commit multiple felonies in Korea for donations and attention. This has obviously backfired a bunch against him because he's his own star witness against himself. Currently, he's facing several charges, some of which he's already pleaded guilty to, which I've already covered here on this channel since I flew out to South Korea for his trial. I don't know why, but I thought maybe, just maybe he would be respectful and played a little bit smart for, a better shot at a lighter sentence. But I was so incredibly wrong. I mean, the dude showed up over an hour late to his own trial, still drunk, because he decided to live stream drunk just hours before he had to wake up for his early morning trial. He made an absolute terrible impression on the judge, and he accidentally leaked new charges against himself while he was drunk the night before. And I guess, as if things couldn't get more ironic, his case number ends with 666.
That's not a coincidence. This dude is a real demon. There's a lot of demonic stuff going on the internet, man. Y'all got to pay attention, man. It's a lot of evil forces. People will do anything, sell their soul just for clicks and views, yo. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel.
Look, I did go there and recognize all the charges. I said I was guilty. I did say all this because it's just going to be a fine. What the? I'm just going to pay and leave, bro. You can't go to jail for this. You can't.
How does he not realize? Since he pleaded guilty to multiple charges, he will now be convicted as a felon there. And he will now be charged as a repeat offender for his next case. I mean, now even the Korean media is calling for a harsh punishment for him. So there's a lot of pressure for this guy not to walk. Then of course, he's his own star witness and making everything worse for himself.
I arrived late and hungover. Okay, they're not lying about that part. I'll give you that. I was late to the court by an hour. I was hungover. I'm gonna be honest about that. It wasn't really that big of a deal.
This dude is burnt. Shout out to Atozi for doing an amazing job for covering this Somali case. Make sure to subscribe to his channel as well. And the moment you've all been waiting for, the lady boy beatdown. Man, they put hands and feet on this dude. Now, you know I can't show it on YouTube. They're going to give me the yellow check mark. I'm probably going to get it anyway. They gave me the yellow check mark for the last news report I did. Now, I don't understand how you can get a yellow check mark for using content that's already been used on YouTube in the news. And it's news. But either way, we blur it out. Y'all get the idea. Check it out.
A late-night altercation on Bangla Road turned violent as a dispute over an unpaid meal escalated into a brawl between a tourist and a group of ladyboys. The fight, which took place in the early hours of March 12th, saw the tourist knocked to the ground as tensions spiraled. Video footage captured the chaotic scene before Patong police arrived to break up the fight, preventing further violence. While no serious injuries or legal actions have been reported yet, the incident has reignited concerns over safety in Phuket's bustling nightlife hub. Whoa, they're going at it, my friend. Yeah, that is some serious action. And it just goes to show you, like, don't pick a fight with the lady boys in Thailand, man, because you're not picking a fight with one. They're gonna sound the horn and rally the troops, and all of a sudden you're gonna be dealing with a whole gaggle of lady boys. Is that the plural? I don't even know.
The word gaggle.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just not what you want to be doing while you're on holiday in Phuket. So pay your bills, behave. This won't happen to you.
They call themselves lady boys. They still got male parts. They still got man strength. And you get 4 or 5 of them together, it's a long day. So make sure y'all respect everybody. Ladies, men, lady boys, everybody get the same respect. As long as you give respect, you will get respect. And finally, we go to my 13 signs divorce is on the way. If you guys missed the video, I got it for you guys. When you guys see these 13 signs, you will know if you're in the spot, you better get the hell out while you can, or if you still have a chance to work it out. Check out these 13 signs right in the description and let me know if you agree or do you disagree. Check it out. All right, you guys. Before I get into the 13 signs that divorce is on the way, first, I'd like to tell everyone and anyone that's married, especially if you have children or a family, if you can make it work, make it work. The grass is not always greener on the other side. And when a family splits up, the kids are usually affected the worst. But if you can't make it work, if you've tried everything, or you've given up on trying, or at least pay attention to the warning signs so you don't get caught with your pants down with the big red nose and the big red shoes on.
We don't play that.
I did my research on this, guys. And for the 3% of women that follow my channel, you guys can learn something from this too. I did a documentary on this called Still Single, A Divorced Man's Journey to Understanding Women. But that's a different story. This is about the warning sign. These 13 signs are backed by real statistics and real stories. And if you recognize more than a few, it might be time to make a move. Like I said, I don't wish divorce on anyone, but if you see these 13 signs, it usually means it's about to go down. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, because this is probably the realest breakdown you're ever gonna find on relationships and divorce. So let's get into it. Warning sign number 1. Your spouse has emotionally checked out. Statistically, this is the number 1 reason why people get a divorce. 79% of divorced couples say they grew apart emotionally before splitting. Example, if you ever feel like you're living with a roommate instead of a partner, that's the first red flag. If you ask, "Are you okay?" and they hit you with the "I'm fine," but something feels off, trust your gut. When it comes to relationships, some women are the worst communicators. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. When we do something wrong, the woman wants us to be mind readers and guess what we did, whether it was 2 days ago or 2 weeks ago. Like, we're supposed to know what they like and what they don't like, pick out something for dinner, and then when we pick the wrong thing, they get upset when all they have to do is just tell us, right? Now here's the cold part. They won't tell us what's wrong. They want us to guess. But they will tell their girlfriend or another dude that's trying to holler at them exactly what they're upset about and why and how it would happen and all of the details. But we're supposed to be mind readers. I think that's the biggest mistake women make, is expecting men to be mind readers. We're not that smart. Reason number 2, financial problems and phone secrecy. 55% of divorces involve financial secrecy, and 85% of cheaters suddenly become more private with their phone. We're all guilty of it. It just is what it is. How desperate and agitated a person gets when you're near their phone or want to see their phone. A person that has nothing to hide is usually smooth like butter. But when people have something to hide, that's when the nervous giggles start happening, and the nervous giggles turn into a defense mechanism. The defense mechanism turns into fighting. Fighting turns into in an all-out war. Now, when it comes to finance, men, I think we're more guilty of this than women. We really don't want the woman to know how broke we are or what we're going through because we know there are conditions a lot of times with women. Men will love their women unconditionally, generally speaking. But women, when they're young, naive, and marry young, they don't care about money or your house or your car or all these material things because their brain just hasn't caught up to the matrix. They're used to watching love stories and the Disney Channel movies and all of the stuff that really doesn't exist in the real world. So now they're in love and married at 18. By the time they become 25, they're a totally different person. And money does matter. Finances matter. Bills matter. Upgrading your life matters. The woman, just by maturity alone, has outgrown the man. She went from 18 to 25 in 7 short years, and the man just went to 18 to 19 in 7 short years. And with social media, all these women, even average-looking women, are getting bombarded with social media, believing that they can do much better. So now, 10, 15 years later, when you've aged out of the process and you realize the guy with the bag doesn't want you, he has a million other options. Now reality hits you dead in the face. When my wife was going through school, I put her on all my bank accounts. She had access to everything. But after she graduated college, got herself a great paying job, all of a sudden she had her own account. I wasn't tripping. I was actually supporting her in her independence, but I wasn't paying attention to the warning signs. When people have separate accounts and they're married, that's establishing their own individuality. So when you go through a divorce and you have a history of having your own money, it's easier to separate assets. And that goes both ways. Just something to think about. Reason number 3, there's no more physical intimacy. I have friends, family members, subscribers, consultations, Patreon members, and a lot of them have similar stories. They're just living under the same house with their spouse as if they're roommates. No physical affection for months and sometimes even years. See, in the Matrix, that's almost normal in a lot of relationships. The man runs with the theory it's cheaper to keep her, and the hot pocket is dried up completely, at least for you. Statistic: 60% of divorced people reported a sharp decline in physical affection before separation. Example, maybe you're only being intimate once every few months. Maybe they dodge your touch altogether. Either way, when the physical spark dies, the emotional connection follows. Reason number 4, sudden wealth change. Have you guys ever watched the videos where the person hits the lotto, whether it's a male or a female? You know they say money changes everyone, and money shows who people really are. You've seen the videos where the man or the woman hits the lotto and they got money now and they cuss out their bosses and quit their job and they tell their spouses it's over. If one of them hits the lotto, the other one is sometimes used as collateral damage. If they hit the lottery together, some people end up disappearing, if you know what I mean. Statistics show lottery winners are more likely to get divorced than the general population. Example, money changes people. If your spouse suddenly gets a raise, a big inheritance, or starts making more money, they might start reevaluating the relationships. Now you better watch out. I made more money than her, but when I wanted to go to film school and start my life career on a different path other than acting, she started making more money than me, and you could see the respect melting away. Some women, not all, but some will get real funky on you once they become the breadwinner. Reason number 5, physical appearance changes. A slow burning cause of divorce and cheating. I gotta give my ex-wife credit on this one. To this day, she looks good. She takes good care of herself, she's in shape, she eats right, she works out. But me, I started gaining weight. She was not a fan of that. I don't blame her. That turned me into a 3-striker. You can't be short, fat, and broke. Statistics show that over 20% of divorces cite dissatisfaction with a person's physical appearance. One partner completely stops taking care of themselves or suddenly starts hitting the gym hard and dressing like they're on the market again. Either way, physical attraction plays a bigger role on people than like to admit. And this can go on the other side. When one lets themselves go, the other looks like this isn't the person they married. If this person looks like the way they look now, I wouldn't have married this person. So it's the duty of both sides to maintain a healthy appearance. Reason number 6, and one of my favorites, you're thinking about zooming to Thailand. I can't tell you how many emails I get from people ready to zoom to Thailand. Everybody comes for a different reason. Some come for the cost of living aspect. Some people come for the experience. Some people come to get away from whatever it is that they're running from at home. But I hate to say it, but if you guys come out here while you're having problems at home, I can absolutely unequivocally say that is not going to help save your relationship. If you come with your spouse out here, you have a better chance. But if you come out here by yourself, unless you're taking up Buddhism, this is not going to help your situation at all in terms of getting your marriage on track. Statistics show more men than ever are moving overseas after divorce. Number 7, you have the same fight over and over and over. Statistics show the average couple fights about the same 3 issues for years before filing for divorce. Example, if you and your spouse keep arguing over the same stuff, money, time, kids, respect, you're not solving problems, you're just repeating history. Number 8, in-law interference. Statistics show 43% of divorces cite lack of family support as a major factor. If their mom or dad has more influence on your spouse than you do, you're in trouble. No marriage survives with outside forces pulling the strings. Number 9, social media obsession. 1 in 7 married individuals has considered divorce over their partner's social media behavior. Example, are they constantly liking thirst traps? Are they sliding in the DMs? Is their phone basically a third person in your marriage? Social media addiction kills relationships. That's a fact. Reason number 10, feeling unappreciated. The silent killer of marriages. Feeling unappreciated is one of the top reasons men initiate divorce. I know I did. When your efforts, sacrifices, and hard work go unnoticed, resentment builds up. And that goes on both sides. And no one wants to feel invisible in their own home. Number 11, sexual incompatibility. 15% of divorces are due to sexual incompatibility. Example, someone always wants it more, and if one person stops wanting it completely, the other will look somewhere else. Or with women, if you can't do that thing that the ex-boyfriend did the same way he did it, you might be in trouble. All right, I'm not going to get too deep into that. Moving on. Number 12, friends and family notice something is off. 64% of divorced people say friends or family warn them before they realize it themselves. When your own people start pulling you aside and saying, bro, you sure you about this? You all right? You might be ignoring reality that they can see a mile away. And last but not least, number 13, hidden sexual orientation. The coming out bombshell. 2% of divorces happen after a partner comes out. This one's self-explanatory. If your spouse has been hiding who they really are, the truth always comes out eventually. And if y'all can't tell, either way or the other, which way the person is riding by their behavior, by the way they act, by the way they move, by the way they dress, then, I guess you get what you deserve. Finally, my bonus takeaway, and you guys should all know this, when they're always going out with their friends, they can barely look you in the eye, they just look at you as an afterthought. I mean, come on, man. If y'all can't tell that one, y'all, I got a bridge I can sell you in Inglewood, you know what I mean? 73% of divorced individuals notice their partner acting suspicious long before the breakup. If your spouse is always out, barely home, avoids eye contact with you when you ask where they've been, don't ignore that gut feeling. And in closing, if you saw too many of these signs in your relationship, it's time to think about your next move. Maybe it's counseling, maybe it's a clean break, or maybe it's a one-way ticket to somewhere better. Now, if you guys got value from this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to share it. And if you're ready to leave the drama behind, hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. You dig? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Theme music.
Zoom to Thailand, hope you coming too. Richie Mac, travel OG with celebrity interviews. Get your passport, let's go. This is what you need for show. Brothers in Thailand and bikini babes at the beach. If you need more, he got it poppin'. Caddy of the day, we golfing. Really ain't a better option. Time to travel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's connect. Richie Mac, yeah, we steady vibing. Take a journey, let's get moving, cause we zooming right to Thailand. Hey, Richie Mac, travel OG, let's go.
If you guys have any clips or anything you want me to respond to, or anything that's going to keep the conversation going, enlightened, fun, educational, man, please email me, zoomtothailand@gmail.com. Zoom to Thailand is my official handle. Zoom to Thailand IG, Zoom to Thailand Patreon, Zoom to Thailand Cash App, Zoom to Thailand Gmail. Everything is Zoom to Thailand. So make sure you guys support the movement. Keep the love going. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. God bless, and I'll see you later. Peace!
Don't forget to subscribe for my channel.